Twitter is Calvin Hardesty.
Radio 1.
Radio 1. I love the fact he's designated himself for a national day. Why the hell not Calvin Harris? 11 minutes after 1 then, our top 3 today come from Calvin Harris, Eminem.
Is it?
Or so they say, yes,
Yeah.
so they say.
Which is, I guess, quite a subtle thing to judge whether that's happening or not.
Well, it is, and it doesn't sound like they've got specific evidence that she was... out of touch with the electorate when they're claiming for moles being cleared from their land and ride on lawnmowers and so on?
I do, frankly. It seems strange that they should imagine that.
Your colleagues this morning, he was saying, you know, MPs are almost claiming that they were victims of the system, or in your instance, victims of the Speaker. They're not. They're grown men and women who made their own decisions, and some of them, far too many of them, I'm afraid. Oh, I absolutely agree with that sign. But would, if you look at how many MPs from all parties...
That has set me up for the working week. The sun is shining in the UK. What a weekend. Spent the weekend at the seaside, so feeling rather...
This bit's ugly.
If you want to carry it round, the reason for that is actually the battery will last for some time. Okay?
Ryan Ferry. And listen to the lyrics next time you hear Miss Otis Regrets. It's a fabulous song.
Well, Adam, let's turn our attention now. This can't be a hollow apology. That would make the public even more angry, and quite understandably so. We now need to move towards fixing the system and fixing it for good, and in my view, that means stopping MPs from buying and selling properties altogether and making sure that no MP can make a penny of profit playing the property market subsidised by the taxpayer.
So how should the system be changed? Plans for an independent auditing body to oversee MPs' expenses claims have been discussed by the Commons Commission this morning. The body would be separate from the Fees Office, which currently agrees the claims. The system now is that the Fees Office is overseen by a committee of people made up of MPs and independents who are in turn supervised by the Office. Well, Sir Christopher Kelly is the chairman of the Committee on Standards in Public Life, and he joins me now. You must have been reading the stories in the Telegraph over the weekend and today. Do you understand the public anger that there is now?
Absolutely. As a member of the public myself, I'm pretty furious myself.
Why in particular?
Longest, all women, and always, according to a rumor, the fisherman's friend.
Oh, we don't love it. Or if you love with them.
Hello, this is a test transmission from Digital One, broadcasting nationally in Great Britain. This is Digital One, broadcasting national commercial digital radio with over 90% population coverage.
Better, most insurers will pay for an autoglass repair if you're fully comp. So, free for you. No claims.
Does that seem a good option to you?
It's certainly one. It's certainly one option, and I have discussed with Alan Randall, who did that review in Scotland, why he recommends.
More. And finally, I saw the advert in one of our getting into it. Yeah, you realise there is a lot you already know, but you don't really think about it. And it was great because Graham's a really good tutor as well. He kept us interested.
Is there any conflict at all with, as you say, because if you're driving a cab, you've got to keep your eyes on the road, haven't you? You've got to, you can't be paying too much attention to what's going on the buildings.
I mean, it's cab drivers, they can talk with it.
It's a joke, right?
It's not a joke, Petra. It's really boring.
Look, I don't know.
Have a look. uk/Radio 1. Thanks, Swindon. BBC Radio 1 Big Weekend in...
How's it going? I know you got a clue what you're doing. You could play the new to all the
No, it's a
question. Public can have confidence, not set up in a smoke-filled room with conversations with the party leaders, but actually a process under anyone who has views can give them. We'll be having a series of 9 public hearings.
It's where the Romans first camped. It really was the first part of London. So, and the oldest part of London, really.
Well, as old as, if not slightly older than the city, yeah, because it's where the Romans...
And it was also where we went for fun, wasn't it? It was where you went for bear baiting and cockfighting and all sorts of other things we can't mention on a family show.
Because the elders of the city wouldn't allow that sort of riff-raff in their confines.
I should think not. How many people are you expecting to kind of take this sort of service up?
That is a blank sheet. We don't really know yet. As I say, today's our...
We approached this story. We took a long time and a lot of thought and consideration. I'm quite confident that our stories stand the test of time. I think in the case of Margaret Moran,